Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday, June the 19th. It's Father's Day. From my home to your home, I wish you all a wonderful Father's Day. And with the occasion, I'm going to celebrate today's video in lieu of my father to honor him for the great man that he is. When I think of my dad, I think about all the wonderful qualities my father showed me as a young woman. He is and was my first love of my life, our daddies as young daughters. They're our first boyfriends, so to speak, no? They teach us what it is to be a gentleman and how we as women should be treated by our special guy in our life. So my dad laid a fantastic foundation for me because him and my mom, believe this or not, got married at a tender age. My dad was 18 years old. My mom was 17 years old. Very common to our culture back in the islands, especially Indian culture, and I am West Indian. And not just that, my dad was a man of integrity. You guys have heard me talk a lot about my integrity as an individual, because why? I keep saying, if I don't let you know who I am and by how I act, so to speak, which is the quality of your honesty, your actions match your words, then, we run a risk of others trying to give a different perspective of what integrity can look like. So you've also heard me say that kids don't do what you say, they do what you do. And that is because I learned from my parents, specifically my dad, what integrity looked like. Again, the quality of your honesty. So one of the things that I'd like to break down a little bit today is our integrity. Because here's the thing. You've all been hearing me say that our brain, it's like a great little machine where we can program a whole bunch of thoughts in it, right? Just like I gave the example of brushing our teeth. Nobody needs to tell you today, hey, go brush your teeth, because you have consistently ran that program in your brain for however old you are, programming it that, hey, every morning I get up, brush my teeth. Every morning I get up, brush my teeth. That has been ran for so long over time that it's now in your subconscious. Well, guess what? Your integrity is developed the same way. When we think as individuals, no, how dare you question my integrity? My integrity is pretty high. It's up there. I want to introduce you to a fun fact. It's what I call mirror, mirror on the wall. In my culture, we have a saying, monkey can't see its own tail. And that's when we may know certain things, but we can't apply it to ourselves. That mirror to turn around and look at ourselves with, sometimes it's a little hard because we make excuses, we justify, we rationalize our actions in our mind. No, that's not my integrity. And I say this to my international kids all the time. You, at your jobs, finishing whatever you're doing at work 5 to 10 minutes early, and then going in the bathroom to burn the extra 5 to 10 minutes you got on your shift, playing on your Snapchat, playing on your Instagram, that is you compromising your integrity. Make no mistake of it. No, miss, that's not true. Hear me clearly. You are paid for 4 hours, 8 hours on your shift. You going in the bathroom to burn the last however long, really and truly then, your employer, if they had integrity, should only be paying you for your, let's call it 3 hours and 50 minutes, not your 4-hour shift as a part-time employee. That's your integrity, your quality of your honesty. And nobody needs to validate that. Nobody needs to walk into the bathroom and see you there for the last 10 minutes of your shift and be like, oh, hey, shouldn't you be on the floor working? No, you know that to yourself, your quality of your honesty. It's validated by you, but here's the excuses. It's only 5 minutes. It's only 10 minutes left. It's not a big deal. That's us compromising our integrity. And when we think we have not done this throughout life, hear me clearly, from children. No, mommy, it wasn't me. She made me do it. He made me do it. No, teacher, I didn't push that kid on the playground. They pushed me first. Right? Our whole lives, guys, we've been compromising our integrity. And again, as children, I'm going to say this. Our life experience, small. I always say nothing is born big. It starts small and it grows. So as kids, small time here on earth, our processing or rationalization, it's limited to our experiences in life. So we know as children, our job is just to be a good child to mom and dad or go to school. That's our job. So when we know we've done things, our value system, that is not what mom and dad may have wanted us to do, like pushing another kid, like accidentally playing in the house and breaking mom's favorite vase, whatever it is. And then we're called out on it, accountability. Nope, wasn't me. Because we don't want to get in trouble, because that's our value system programmed as children. Be a good boy, good girl. So here we go, compromising our value, our quality of our honesty. No, it wasn't me. Now, granted, we can absolutely go back and tell mom and dad later on, hey, you know, mommy, I made a mistake. I didn't tell you the truth, blah, 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 blah. Great. Good character, follow through action. But the fact does not erase that earlier when we were called on it, it wasn't me. So that's how, guys, the chain of compromising our integrity as we grow into adulthood like now becomes a true statement, because we've ran that program all of our life. When we get into trouble and our accountability is questioned, we don't want to get in trouble. So we say, it wasn't me. Or yes, dear, I did it. Or same thing I tell my kids with your roommates. Hey, you're home all day. How was there dishes in the sink? I don't know, bro. It just ended up there. Really? I don't know, bro? Again, that's us compromising our integrity. Same thing with deadlines at work. Why didn't we get it done? Now, don't get me wrong. I totally get things happen. That's called life. But what I am trying to show here is we've also been running a pattern since we were children, compromising our integrity. And that has followed us and grown with us into adulthood. So today, where we sit, if the price is right, I can absolutely guarantee you, from a behavioral standpoint, integrity can be compromised, quality of our honesty. And you'll hear, I'll go back, and when I edit this video, you'll hear one of my experiences just Friday alone. I had our gas company out here to check my heater in my pool before I turned it on. The gentleman asked me if I wanted to pretend he didn't come or say that I wasn't home. I said, sir, why would I lie? Oh, so I won't be charged.
So I'm not trying to lie or anything.
That's here nor there. You did come. I am here speaking to you. You did take a meter reading of my gas line, and you did turn on my heater in my pool. So why would I say differently? Please go ahead and submit your work order as is. Yet, the next day, I had another friend from the same company pop by. Tells me the opposite. Don't let the gas company have access to your home. Guys, integrity being compromised, we rationalize it. There's excuses all the time. So when I think of my daddy, like I said, he taught me integrity. My dad was one of those people, like it or leave it, this is who he is and this is his response. He didn't compromise his character. His daughter's a chip off the old block. Like it or leave it, this is my response. I'm not going to compromise my integrity. Which goes hand in hand into my next topic I'd like to talk about, leadership. Right? When I think about leadership, leadership is a mindset. It's not a title. 7% words, but yet we chase those titles, don't we? Yeah, we do. So when we talk about leadership, integrity is the main quality that, according to Forbes magazine, 100% responsibility that we must have to succeed as great leaders. And it went further, that article, and I'll put up the link in my comments later on. It went further in that article to explain leadership is a process. Again, starts small and grows, and it's also a mindset. So if we know that we need integrity as the one key ingredient to set us aside, why are they saying that? Because you yourself, based on your value system, you validate your own integrity day in and day out by the words we use, backed up by the actions that we portray. So I'm going to say, for my dad's honor today on Father's Day, integrity and leadership were the two biggest qualities my daddy taught me. And that article from Forbes magazine went in to say that as leaders, technical skills that we have, they only make up 4 to 10% of your success rate. But as leaders in today's society, and when I think about being a leader, I want to make sure that I'm putting down good foundation and building blocks for the kids coming up behind me, because guess what? Leaders lead the way. If you don't have followers, you're not leading, you're self-managing. Okay, there's a difference. And guess what? If I'm supposed to rest at ease when I get into my senior years and think that these kids that I'm teaching today one day will end up having jobs in areas that are going to impact my life based on the decisions that our government makes, our policymakers make, I want to definitely ensure that I teach them the best that I can what leadership looks like and model it through my own behaviors. Model your expectations through your own behaviors. In the corporate world, we say tone comes from top down. So again, everybody, happy Father's Day. Have a great one.